Don't you find it weird that the story tells us that Curly crashed the ship, only to then reveal that it's actually Jimmy who crashed the ship? And the only reason that the ship was crashed in the first place is because Curly wanted it to happen. If you've played or watched Mouthwashing, then you know that Curly is the captain of the Tulpar, and one of his defining characteristics is his inability to act. When one of his crewmates tell him that there is something obviously wrong with his co-captain, Curly does nothing but chat with him, and the only time he does act leads him to looking like this. But Curly is somewhat convinced by Jimmy's idea of him dying a hero, to the point that he lets Jimmy into the cockpit and lets him steer us directly into an asteroid. But the decision is so dumb that even Jimmy basically regrets his decision. But Jimmy steering them directly into an asteroid was what Jimmy thought Curly wanted him to do. And it's because of Curly's inability to act that basically lets Jimmy think that this is okay. Because he says nothing and does nothing until last moment, everything is okay. Because if Curly said no in this moment, everybody would be fine. Jimmy wouldn't have spiraled into super crazy, and Curly and the crew wouldn't have ended up messed up. If anything, all of the events of this whole story wouldn't have happened if Curly took action. And the story basically tells us that inaction can lead us to becoming the villain.